reception in Tallow. And you're very, very welcome. And I'm really looking forward to this concert the same as we are. The money raised for this will be towards the church fund. And if you turn around and see the ceiling and the roof up there, you'll understand why. The church was built in 1826, and this is 200 years later. So yes, it needs repair. And the population of Tallow in 1831 was too shy of 3,000 people. So you can imagine what it was like in those days building a church as magnificent as this. And it was finally for me to say, I really thank all the people that are giving their free time today to perform for us. So thanks again, and we're on the way. Father McNamara will say a few words next. Thanks.
Microphones and me don't get on, as you can see. Just like to welcome you here this Sunday afternoon. You know, when I was coming across from Ballyduff, something came into my head that when we were very young in Limerick, it was kind of a tradition during the summer that we would be brought down to the park and there would be music in the park. And those days we had sunshine and so forth. And it just said that Sunday afternoon here in Tallow we're having music and it's hopefully relaxing and that you're going to enjoy the great show that they're going to put on. Just like to thank Jerry Hennessy and Noel Sheehan and Mike Delaney for organising this. Men Sheds, I think, are involved. Thank all the people who have given their time this afternoon, especially my one wish was to hear a brass band in this church. It took me 18 years and I'm hearing it today, so you're more than welcome. But our choirs and individual singers and everyone, it's going to be a great time today. So in a sense, we have a problem with our roof. So I think it would be appropriate to say we're going to raise the roof this afternoon. So thank you very much for coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, good afternoon, or bon nuit, or whatever you're having yourself. We are Taoiseach Brass Jazz Band, and we're very privy. This is the first leg of our world tour. That wasn't a joke. We've also gigs lined up in Lismore, Cappoquin, and the Welcome Inn, just on the way down. I can tell you when they built this church 200 years ago, the last thing they thought that a crowd like us would rock up and want to play a bit of music. Here we go, here we are. We're from Dungarvan in the main with a couple of tip lads thrown in, and one of them even donned the Tallow colours on the tie just for to keep you all happy. We won't mention the Limerick game last night. We normally have a keyboard player with us as well. He's a part-time keyboard player. He's currently on the flat of his back on a beach in Lanzarote. So we'll wish him well with that. We've tailored our set list today to be kind of gospel-y, church-related-ish. There are slight deviations from the programme. I'll let you figure out which ones they are. As when you ever walk into a church, inhibitions are left at the front door. Okay, so we encourage people to have a little sing, have a little clap along, and there's a big aisle there for you to have a little dance and embarrass yourself even a small bit further as well. Enjoy the show.
I closer walk with thee. Granted, Jesus, hear my plea. Daily walk away with thee.
for me, sugar sweet, so is she. Bye, bye, blackbird. No one here can love and understand me. Oh, what odd stories they all hand me. Make my bed and light the light. I'll ride late night, blackbird, bye bye.
did say there will be a slight deviation from the set list as it is on paper. The members say we didn't bother going to rehearsal on Thursday night. Ergo, the goalpost moved. Most of the music, or at least a lot of the music that we play, is over 100 years old. We're one of only two and a half bands really in the whole of Ireland that are keeping this kind of music alive. And the fact that the music is over 100 years old means we don't have to pay for it, which is nice. Music that we play resonates with young and old. We've played at gigs where we've had couples coming up to us after the gig and saying that they haven't heard that song in 50 years. So the music that we do and that we play, and more often than not how we play it, seems to resonate with people, and that's why we enjoy coming to wonderful venues like this and all the other stuff that we do. So we're delighted to be asked to be here, and you might see us again, you never know. Next number that we're going to do was originally recorded in 1931, and it's a piece called All of Me. This is when the last minute changes, and you always see the left side of the band and go, what did he say? What are we playing? Or worst of all, when you're standing in the square in Dungarvan for the food festival and somebody asks, what key are we playing this evening? And you tell them the wrong one just so they make a mistake.
Work and work, years and years, you're always on the go. Never take a minute off, too busy making dough. Someday you'll have your fun when you run there. Imagine all the fun you'll have in your own rocking chair. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still living. The years go by as quickly as a wink. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the mood. The years go by as quickly as a wink. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think.
While we're here, we'll give you a very brief introduction to the members of the band. Starting on my right, she is playing what's called a euphonium. It's a traditional brass band instrument. Nikki Bray. On banjo on my right hand side, Mr. Jason Power. On my left hand side, he brought the wrong pair of glasses, that's why he's looking so close to the music. Mr. Pat Morrissey. On saxophone, the first of two Tipperary men in the band, Mr. Owen O'Brien. The next gentleman needs no introduction. So on ukulele, whenever we go to venues, you know, we always say, we point out the fire exits and all that kind of stuff. We always say, if in the event of fire, follow the clarinet player, because he's probably started the fire. We'll come back to the clarinet player in just a second. On ukulele, Ms. Sinead Rooney. On bass guitar, Mr. John Quill. And not forgetting the metronome of the band, Terry the Fox Sullivan. The clarinet player, his name is Chris. Or when we get mad, we call him Christopher. And he's going to play a beautiful tune for you now, and it's called When You Wore a Tulip. All yours. Wasn't that lovely? We're going to pick up the piece a small little bit with a number called I'll Fly Away.
Some glad morning, when this life is over, I'll fly away to my home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away. When I die, singing glory, hallelujah, I'll fly away. Just invented a new key.
Shh, I didn't even notice. Does someone pick a key? At least now you know it's live music and it's not a CD. This number's called On the Sunny Side of the Street. Grab your coat and get your hat. Leave those worries on that doorstep. Just direct your feet to that sunny side of the street. Can't you hear that pitter pat? That happy tune is your step. Life can be so sweet on that sunny side of the street. I used to hold the shade with all my blues on the rain. Now I'm not afraid. This rover crossed over if I never had a city. Like this chance, Rockefeller with gold dust down my way on the sunny side of the street. Grab that coat and get your hat. Leave those worries on that doorstep. Just direct your feet to that sunny side of the street. Can't you hear that pitter pat? That happy tune is your step. Life can be so sweet on that sunny side of the street. I used to hold the shade with all my blues on the way. Now I'm not afraid. This rover crossed over if I never had a cent. I'd be as rich as Rockefeller with gold. We weren't going to play this one. We're going to play it. What's that? The little things he pulls out of his pocket.
I was standing by my window on a cold and sunny day. The sun came a-rolling, trying to take my mama away. Oh, will the circle be unbroken by and by, on by the by. There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by. There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in oh, will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by. There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Oh, will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by. There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky.
Our time here is almost up, folks. I know it's terrible. What's that? We hope you've enjoyed the entertainment. We do find these kind of venues tricky in terms of our sound because of the high walls and ceilings and all that kind of stuff. But we hope we haven't blown the ears off too many people or done more damage to the church than was already done. We might give them an encore. Oh yeah. Perfect. We're going to do a number now called Royal Garden Blues. And there'll be one more after that, and then we have to go because the choirs are getting very impatient. I insist.